Good morning to all. Today we shall discuss with and one more type of animal tissue, that is connective tissue. Connective tissue, from the name itself, what do we understand? These are made up of cells which connect or bind other tissues or organs. They are made up of three important elements. Those are, of course, the cells. Then we have the ground substance called as matrix and long elongated structures called as fibers. Accordingly, connective tissues are classified or grouped into three types. One is connective tissue proper. Secondly, that is the supporting connective tissue. And third, the fluid connective tissue. First, we shall discuss about connective tissue proper. Now, connective tissue proper, these are made up of cells which are scattered and the fibers are loosely woven. They are of two types, areolar tissue and adipose tissue. Now, as you can see in the diagram, the loose connective tissue, these are made up of cells which are scattered and they have fibers interwoven among them. Some are single fibers, some are that is woven into parallel bundles. These are the collagen fibers and these are the elastin fibers. With you have other cells called as mast cells, fibroblast. Now elastin fibers, why they are called as elastin fibers? Because they are made up of the protein elastin, whereas these fibers are called as collagen fibers as they are made of the protein collagen. Where they are found? They are found in the dermis layer of the skin and they provide strength, elasticity. What do? They connect the skin to the muscles beneath. Next type is the adipose tissue. From the name itself, they consist of cells, fat cells, which are called as adipocytes. There are two types of adipocytes. One is that consists of a large single fat cell, which are called as the white adipocytes, and the smaller fat cells are called as brown adipocytes. They form a cushion tissues, that is, they act as shock absorbers and they form a cushion layer around delicate organs like eyeballs, kidneys, and heart. They also act as an insulating layer. So, these are the types of loose connective tissue. Then we have dense connective tissue. Under that, we have the white fibrous tissues that consist of tendons and ligaments. What are tendons and ligaments? Tendons are structures which consist of fibers which are elastic, as well as what do? They connect muscles to bone. The fibers are arranged in parallel bundles and are made up of collagen. Whereas when we talk about ligaments, they are made up of elastin fibers and that is why, because their protein consists of elastin and they connect bone to bone. That is, they are usually present at the joints where the two bones meet, like the elbow joint, then you have the knee joint. So they connect the two bones. Clear? Now, after that, we have next type of connective tissue, which is called as the supporting connective tissue. What are those? Those are cartilage and bone. You all have studied about cartilage and bone in the previous classes also. So, what do you find? Here you find these are the cartilage cells. You find that the cells contain the protein chondrin. That's why the cells are also called as chondriocytes. Then they lack blood vessels and nerves. Usually they are present at the tip of the nose, at the ears. So, this lack the blood supply and the nerves. Now what do you find? You can find empty space structure called as lacunae. They do not have concentric circles. Hawaiian canals are absent. They are flexible. They are non-porous. Got it? The next type of supporting connective tissue is the bone. As you can see in the diagram, they are arranged, the cells are arranged in concentric circle. That is, they have the Hawaiian canals, and they contain the protein osin. That's why the bone cells are also called as osteocytes. They have rich deposits of carbonates and phosphates of calcium that makes the bone hard. They are compact, rigid, and porous. As I said earlier, the cartilage are non-porous. So, since they have rigidity, they provide supportive framework, that is the skeleton. They also uh, protect the delicate organs, as you have studied in the skeleton, that is the rib cage protecting the hearts and the lungs. And since the bones, the long bones have a hollow cavity called as the marrow cavity. So they are also involved in the production of the blood cells. So these are the types of connective tissue proper, that is loose connective tissue and the dense connective tissue. Then we discuss about the supportive connective tissue. Next class we shall discuss about the fluid connective tissue, which consists of blood and plasma. If you have any queries, any doubts, you can write in the comment section and go through the notes, because the assignments given are related to it. Thank you. Stay home and be safe. These are the connective tissue. Made up of cells. The matrix can be fluid, semi-fluid, or gelatinous. The fibers are loosely woven, arranged in parallel bundles. Accordingly, they are grouped into connective tissue proper, supportive connective tissue, and fluid connective tissue. We have the connective tissue proper. After connective tissue proper, we have the loose connective tissue and dense connective tissue, the supporting connective tissue, bone and cartilage. After the bone, we have the diagram given here. Diagram of the areolar tissue. adipose tissue. You may be asked the difference between the areolar tissue and adipose tissue, or you may be often asked the difference between bone and cartilage, as well as tendons and ligaments. What structural difference? You can say that tendons and ligaments, one is made up of elastin fibers, the other is made up of collagen fibers. If you have any queries, write in the comment section. Stay home. Be safe.